Hello everyone, today I'm bringing you this super cool, colorful skull look. It's not really a skull, it also wasn't intended to be totally a skull, it should just kinda look like a skull if that makes sense. But I wanted it to be colorful. So as my base, I'm starting off with a layer of white face paint just all over the face and the neck area applied with a beauty blender. Next, I'm going to apply a yellow face paint. All the face paints I use are from Mayron or Grimas because they are just the best. As you can see, it takes off the white color as you go over with another face paint because they are all water activated. When I think back to when I did this look, it would have been much easier to do it with a cream-based yellow makeup, but I do not have one, so it's totally fine. It is just a little bit more work because you have to reapply the white, as you will see me do in a minute. And also, what you want to do with the yellow is just apply to all the areas that you want to be in shadow. So logically, all the areas you also would contour on. Yeah, and I'm also going to do the same thing to my neck area. I'm going to shade above and underneath my collarbones and also on my neck. Now I'm doing the same thing again with an orange color, but a little bit more concentrated this time. You want to see the yellow color as your transition color and your orange as the main color. Now, at the end, there will be so much orange that what you do now is not going to be as important. You just want to lay down the base. But you want to see that as more of a sharp contour going on here. You want to see the yellow kind of as your bronzer and the orange as your contouring powder. Not that anyone would contour like this probably. Okay, and then you want to do the same step also on your neck area. I'm alternating between the sides of my beauty blender just to be able to blend all of it together seamlessly. Right, now I'm going to apply the mouth area, or I'm going to draw the mouth area. I'm doing it the typical skeleton way, and my skeleton is going to have smaller areas beneath the mouth, so you can do them as big or as small as you want. Kind of also depends on your facial features. I just think it looks better if the mouth area is smaller. Then I'm shading in the area with the orange and leaving just a little bit of white in the center. This way you're getting more of a 3D effect, but later on I will shade this more with the yellow and the red, so do not worry about that too much for now. I'm also drawing in the typical skeleton shape on the sides of the face. And I'm also going to fill that in with orange, and this will also later be shaded with yellow and red, so this is just going to be your base, so make sure it's even on both sides. Next, I'm drawing in the eyes. So I really fucked up the eyes this time, but since you can't see the real borders later on anyways, it isn't important, so don't bother with that too much for now. You can just draw your eye shape however you want. Later on, we're going to apply more orange face paint, more reds and yellow, so you are not going to be able to see the lines that you've drawn. But I clearly got frustrated here. Anyways, don't bother with that. Now I'm going to further define the collarbones and the chest area. And then I'm going to apply some yellow face paint over my lips with my beauty blender. And this is just going to be the base for the teeth later on. And while that dries, I'm going to draw in some lines on the forehead that should mimic the frown lines and where naturally the eyebrow bone, however it's called, should be. And I'm also drawing in the typical skeleton nose, so leaving a little bit of white in the middle, but you can't see that right now, so I'm drawing over it with yellow just to tie it in to the rest a little bit more and also to make it more visible. I'm drawing little highlights into the eyes with yellow, and I'm also going a little bit crazy with the orange face paint right here because I'm so frustrated with the eyes. And this wasn't planned out or anything, but I ended up liking it in the end and doing more of it. I've just put my finger in the orange face paint and just painted it on under my eyes with my fingers. And here I'm drawing the tooth, here I'm drawing the brows. Now, teeth in a skeleton or something really personal, you have to find your way in drawing these. I always do little upside down triangles. And then I'm going to feather out the color in between my brows and my eyes in general. Furthermore, lines underneath my jaw. And then, as I said earlier, I'm shading in the mouth area with yellow. Okay, continuing with the eyes, I'm using orange and red eyeshadows to kind of make the lid the same color as the rest of the eyes. Using the red to make it deeper and first lay down a base with the orange to make everything blend seamlessly. And then with the red, I'm further shading above my jaw, above where my yellow and orange contour went. And also I'm contouring my chin and around my hairline. Also further defining my collarbones and my neck. This will make them really stand out and make everything kind of look more tight together. And I'm also shading above my mouth. Now I'm using the splatter technique. That means I'm just using a brush with with a lot of face paint and a lot of water. I'm just splattering this on my face, and it was an aqua blue color. Now I'm drawing a few fine lines like little cracks or squiggles all over my body, like on my face, on my neck, everywhere. And I'm further continuing with splatters because I love the effect that it gives. And then I'm again going crazy with the face paint. I'm using the orange face paint to go around my eyes to kind of diffuse the direct line that I've created, and then highlight with yellow in certain places that are that I want to stand out more. And then I'm grabbing red face paint and I'm further defining the details that I drew earlier. For example, on my mouth, the shading, and I'm also going to shade my forehead and along the sides of my head. And I'm also going to reshape the teeth. And I'm also filling in my nose red. I'm further defining my collarbones. And then I'm using the orange face paint again to just give a little bit more texture. I'm just applying the orange randomly all over my face where I see fit. And then lastly, I'm going to take the blue face paint again and popping it into my eyes and also on the outer parts of my eyes, kind of smudging it out and diffusing it. And also putting it onto my forehead and neck area just to give some different kind of color. And I really think that it fits well into the look. And it kind of made the look in the end also. So this is my cool, colorful skeleton. It's kind of easy. It just takes a while. You need a little bit of patience because you can easily fuck up. But in the end, it doesn't need to be neat, which is why I think it's good for beginners. So I hope you enjoyed my little video, and I will see you guys the next time.